but I still think I'm better than everyone. Like, God has made me.
Seriously, what's going on out there? Yo, all this Somalia and Somali stuff is kind of crazy. It's kind of getting out of hand. I just want to review some of this stuff. Now, Ilhan Omar, she's a Democratic representative for the state of Minnesota. Let's see what's going on with that right quick.
So there are 80,000 people of Somali descent in your state, but the president has been very focused, not just on them, but on you. In this extraordinary cabinet meeting, he said Somalis, quote, come from hell. They complain and they do nothing but bitch. Take a listen.
These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. We don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it. Thank you very much.
That knocking is vehement agreement from his cabinet members there. I just wonder what the reaction is in your district to have that from the highest office in the land.
It's disgusting. It's completely disgusting. These are Americans that he is calling garbage. And we feel like there is an unhealthy obsession that he has on the Somali community and an unhealthy and creepy obsession that he has with me. I think it is also really important for us to remember that this kind of hateful rhetoric and this level of dehumanizing can lead to dangerous actions by people who listen to the president.
And 95% of the Somalis in your state are U.S. citizens.
Yes.
Just for clarity there.
95%, but not all of them. Now listen, I'm not on the Somali bandwagon as far as protecting them or saying that they're horrible people. However, what did the president say wrong? You see how this woman framed said she says that the president said they come from hell. That can be misconstrued. He could say they come from hell as in they're evil or their homeland is a hellhole. I don't know. I've never been to Somalia, but they don't even want to be in Somalia. So go figure. Unhealthy, she said obsession. Donald Trump is obsessed with all people that were not born in America. Let's put it that way. And with the whole, forgive me, anybody that they find is derogatory, but the whole anchor baby stuff, and the anchor baby, for those who don't know, is somebody who comes from another land, another country, comes over to America just to have their baby, and then they go back to make their baby a U.S. citizen. They do it in the UK as well. So when you say 95% are actually American citizens, how much of those 95% are quote unquote anchor babies? With that being said, everybody deserves to live a good life. Everybody deserves to live a prosperous life, live a life free of harm and racism and stuff like that. But the kind of life and world I just described is a perfect world, and as we know, this world ain't perfect. Let's check out some more Somali people speaking.
As a proud Somali American and Minnesota's lawyer, I thought I would say my 2 cents of what's going on in the world right now. First things first, I'm actually so shocked that Trump is attacking us. I think Trump should be thanking us in multiple ways, and I'm going to explain. First things first.
Once again, I don't believe Donald Trump's actually attacking them. Once again, he's been going hard against all of the people from other countries. He's been going hard on all of them. Has he been going as equally hard as let me say, how do I say this? The ones who share the same complexion as him? Not as hard, but if you got some melanin in your skin, he going hard at you. Why are we acting like this is brand new? This is not shocking.
First, I think we are a good example of what the American dream can look like. Like Somali Americans, and it's making me sad and it's funny. Like I know Somali people are very funny. We're like the class clown who also happens to be valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota are so successful. I take multiple trips a year to Minnesota and I leave so inspired. You have Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned pharmacies, Somali-owned everything you can think of, and it's so inspiring to see that what my community could do in just 30 years. Literally, we came to this country not speaking English, not knowing anything. We're Black, Muslim, we're immigrant, and we're able to be that successful. It should be.
She said we're black. Because there's a whole the Somalians, a lot of those East Africans, as we all know, not to go too deep into history, a part of that region was conquered by the Arabs. You know, that's why Egypt is Arab for the most part. But that whole East African thing, so a lot of them say we're not black, we're Arab. Listen, I don't agree with the term black neither. That's why I do not really. I fucks with Tariq Nasheed. Shit, I fucks with Tariq Nasheed big time. But the foundational black American, I don't really get down with that term because of the word black. I am not black, all right? I like the term foundational melanated American, but I digress. But she said she's black, all right?
Really applaud. Like, I need Trump to stand up and applaud for us because it's shocking. Literally, my friend just moved to Minnesota and she was telling me how when she gave birth, it was an all Somali staff. Her midwife was Somali. Her doctors were Somali. Her nurses were Somali. Like, that is so beautiful to see.
That is beautiful, but like, why is she telling us for? That's okay. That's what most people do. They have people that share the same nationality, same race, same complexion, so on and so forth. They like to be around each other. Like Muhammad Ali said, the bluebirds fly with the bluebirds, the redbirds fly with the red ones. So, I mean, okay.
And it should be celebrated, okay? Second of all, Trump, you should be thanking my people for giving a random Midwestern state that much clout and money. Like, I don't think, other than Chicago, I think Minnesota is really popping when it comes to tourism because of Somali American.
Ain't nobody going to Minnesota. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody going to no goddamn Minnesota. And if they are going to Minnesota, they ain't going to no Minnesota for no goddamn Somalians. What are you talking about? They think they said it's 80,000? How many people are in Minnesota? So as of 2024, Minnesota's population is around 5.8 to 5.9 million, with recent estimates placing it at approximately 5.84 million. So you said 80,000? I ain't gonna do no math, but come on, what is that? So that's about 1.5% of the population. So there is no Somali takeover. Now, what a Somali takeover is I'm putting them in the few black and brown communities in Minnesota. That's what the takeover is, but you know.
Americans like me, okay? So you should be thanking us because Minnesota would have been nothing if Somalis didn't move there. Like, if we're being honest, like, we have made that state pop and we have made it beautiful for the rest of the world. So you should thank us, and if you want, you can donate Minnesota to the great country of Somalia. Like, I think it's a nice trade-off. And last but not least, I'm so happy that people are discovering how funny, witty Somali people are. We're very confident. And although Trump said what he had to say, like, I want him to know, Yani, like, it didn't even, like, bother. Like, it didn't do anything to our confidence.
It didn't do nothing but you talking about it.
We've heard everything you've said before. People always make fun of Somalia, but I still think
everything about her is American, ain't it? I got no problem with that. You know, all that slang, you know that's all American, in particular melanated Americans, but you know.
I'm better than everyone. Like, God has made me Somali Muhammad. Like, I'm okay.
Hold up.
I have age, I'm okay.
Hold up. Hold up.
Always make fun of Somalia, but I still think I'm better than everyone. Like, God has made me.
She said I am better than everyone. Now let me say, let me play devil's advocate. That's the mindset you should have. You playing sports, I'm better than all y'all. You walking out in a club, you see all the other dudes, but you see that chick that you want, I'm better than all of them. Listen, that's why you have the Olympics. You know, America destroys every country in the Olympics, but I digress. She said she better than everyone.
Somali Muhammad, like, I'm okay. I have age here, I'm okay. On top of that, I'm Somali American, broski. Like, I'm winning on both sides. But yeah, it's just nice to see that everyone's realizing Somali people are very funny, very confident. And that's never gonna change. It has not changed since colonial days, baby boy, and it's not gonna change because somebody right now decided to make fun of us. We're actually winning the war, so.
What war?
But yeah, that's all I have to say. And to the people of Minnesota, I love you. I'll forever support you. I'll forever take my birthright trip to Minnesota. Actually, I am gonna be visiting soon. It's one of my favorite places in the world. I've been going there often.
Wait, she's not even from Minnesota? Where's this woman from?
Since high school.
So let's look at some of these comments real quick. You'll be surprised what you can achieve with $8 billion of stolen money. Listen, they saying y'all be scamming. I'm just saying, they saying y'all got a lot in common with y'all Nigerian brethren that y'all be scamming. So y'all should have no problem building the economy in Somalia. That's what I always thought about when, let's say, how does it feel like being this grown and taking in propaganda in the big 2025? Like, if people who come to do different places and say how much they get it popping, we are the mess, we get it popping, I always have this question in my head: why ain't y'all doing that shit at home? You know what I'm saying? So $8 billion is not a lot of money for being stolen. Okay, maybe it's not. So y'all should have no problem building that economy in Somalia. Can you be Somali owned on your land? He is mad about how we have seats at the table. Imagine how successful Somalia would be if you expend your efforts there collectively, right? Heavy on the I still think I'm better than everyone. They don't understand. American dream from stealing from the government. Where did you people get the seed money to start this business with? Who paid for your degree? So yeah, I'm not gonna say Somalians want us to feel bad for them. I'm not gonna say that. But how y'all want people to be down with y'all? You got her, and look, she's not your representative, I know, but as of right now, she is. Yeah. So
Trump told you guys in Minnesota you can't be here no more. Oh, how the tables turn. You were clowning us niggas in the UK. Hey, you ain't allowed here either. You better start making your...
Another guy with a black melanated American skin. Excuse me. Another guy with melanated American slang. But
plans, man. Wherever it is to Mogadishu, Hammer, Hargeisa, you better go. I even pronounced it for you guys in your accent so you can understand. Bye-bye.
Now, this gentleman, I believe, is Somalian. I mean, he surely fits the Somalian look. He definitely Somalian. He said, get the fuck out. So I guess within the Somalian community.
So Trump told you guys in Minnesota you can't be here no more.
People were, I guess, laughing at the Somalians in the UK, I guess. But now the Somalians in America, y'all getting the same backlash. So as you can see, not all Somalians are on the same page. But once again, this guy's not American. He's from the UK.
Bye.
So this commenter left a comment on my video talking about being a model minority is not going to save you. And they say, as an African immigrant, they want to live in a safe neighborhood with no drugs or gangs. But they love African American people. They just don't want to live among us. Exactly what I said in that video. This person has no idea how bigoted, because they can't be racist because they have no power to be racist, how absolutely ignorant and bigoted this comment is. Now, I don't know where this person lives, but I know in my city for a fact, there are 3 wealthy neighborhoods that are just predominantly black people, where we have Millionaires Row on the south side of Chicago, where it's predominantly black and people have money, okay? There used to be a Northern Trust bank right off of 95th Street because there were millionaires living 2 blocks from that bank. These people who come to this country think being black equals drugs and gangs and poverty and laziness. This type of mentality is why ICE is going to be hunting down all of you.
All right, so I'm not really laughing about the ICE thing, but it goes, sister, as an African immigrant to US, I want to live in a safe neighborhood. Now, at first I was thinking this is a random person speaking, but she said it. She said it was talking about the about being black in America and whatnot, and this person was answering to that. So yeah, a lot of people think that when you think about so-called African American communities, that's just gonna be gangs, drugs, yada yada yada. But yet you come from a homeland, you already know.
This type of mentality is why ICE is right now going into Minnesota, even though they know the Somalians are U.S. citizens, to harass them. This is why ICE is going into Dearborn, Michigan, harassing them folks too. All because, and they're going to come after the Indians too, because they are the third largest illegal group of people here. This kind of white rhetoric, because this is saying is white rhetoric.
I wouldn't say, I'm saying ICE is going into the neighborhoods to harass them because they don't want to be around so-called African Americans or so-called black people. But, that's almost like, that's why this happened to you. That's like some little kid shit. But I feel what the sister was saying. What did it say? Everybody's anti-black American behavior has come back to haunt them. There are no victims. Black Americans told everybody. They did not listen to us. Now the Somalis catching it out and crashing out.
So anywho, say what y'all want to say about Trump. But as I have said before, he out here doing the Lord's work. Okay? Like, yeah, he causing a whole lot of chaos and stuff in America. But from the perspective of the Black American community, Trump is honestly and truthfully delivering karma to so many groups of people that were anti-Black American. So many groups of people that came here and had the nerve and the audacity to be xenophobic towards us, who had the audacity to join in on the racism towards us. Folk who would run around and be like, oh, Black Americans have a victim mindset. Black Americans are jealous of us because we came here and we did this and we did that. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now a lot of these groups are starting to see how America really fucking work.
That's a fact. That goes for all of them, especially the melanated immigrants. Y'all seeing first class. I mean, Hispanics already seen what it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas wanna be Afro Caribbean or Afro Latina, Latino, whatever it's beneficial to you. They're all seeing it right now.
And what get me is so many of them run around and start crashing out. Oh my gosh, how could they do this? How could they do this? So y'all didn't learn nothing from the people. And it's so crazy because they'll be like, because they didn't do this in 300 years, da-da-da-da-da. Baby, the Reconstruction era, right? That's not even during slavery, Black Americans had free societies and free towns and things like that. The Reconstruction era was post-emancipation, literally 10 years after emancipation. Black Americans established businesses, homes, neighborhoods, towns, had politicians and government, etc., etc. And they came and shut all that shit down.
I love how my people are getting on board with not saying African American no more. There are some that came from Africa, hence African American. But like Tariq Nasheed says, hell, Elon Musk is the African American shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, baby, racism is just hanging out there, ain't it? He don't give a damn. That motherfucker said that he wanted the Somalians to go back to their country and that he was going to take away the protections so they can get sent the fuck back. Now y'all see. Do y'all see now? Do y'all see what Black people been saying? Do y'all still think we lazy? Do y'all still buy into all the shit that has been told to y'all about Black folks over here? Do y'all still believe that white people discovered America? Do you still believe that white people paved the way for y'all to get here? Do you still believe that you're better than Black people because you wanted to be so close to whiteness? Do you still believe that now? I mean, I hope they get your ass. I'ma just go on the record and say I feel bad for your children because they ain't have shit to do with that. But it is reported that majority of you motherfuckers in Minneapolis voted for this motherfucker.
Speaking of discovering, y'all seen that shit going around online? Like this caption right here: Minnesota was promised us 5,000 years ago. So I don't know if this is trolling. I don't know what it is, AI. But if y'all haven't seen this shit, look at this shit.
Heritage. Minnesota was promised to us 5,000 years ago, a land of opportunity and heritage. Minnesota was promised.
So in the comments you can see, it said Minnesota's 166 years old. What you talking about? Someone said, any disagreement with the views expressed in this video are pure anti-Somali.
To us 5,000 years ago, a land of opportunity and heritage. Minnesota was promised to us 5,000 years ago.
And it says in the Old Testament, chapter Busa, verse 7, and behold, a cold land shall rise in the far west, and Somalia shall inherit it. The land shall be called Minnesota, flowing with milk, honey, and halal.
A land of opportunity and heritage. Minnesota was promised to us 5,000 years ago. A land of opportunity and heritage.
Yeah, so like you said, Minnesota wasn't even around, man. Who is this dude?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay. So, like I said, I don't know if that shit is real or not, bro. I don't know if that shit is true. Let me know in the comments if you think that. All right. Let me know in the comments if you think that. A lot of people watch my videos, right? But a lot of people aren't subscribed. Do me a favor, if you enjoy my content, my reaction videos, just click subscribe. Easy. It's free. It costs you nothing. All right. That whole Somali thing 5,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, 300 years ago, but motherfuckers was making fun of them. And you know who was making fun of them? I'll show you who was making fun of them.
My name is Benjamin Abdullah bin Hakim bin Jafar bin Muthaymin bin Ali bin Ali bin Ali. And if you have a problem with that, you are anti-Somalic. Yes, I am Somali. I know I don't look like Somali. I know I look European. But trust me, I am 100% Somali blood. And it was promised to me 10,000 years ago that we would have Minnesota. And Minnesota is ours, and if you don't like it, you are anti-Somalic. If you don't like us having interest-free banks, you are anti-Somalic. If you don't like us owning TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, and all other social media, plus CNN, ABC, NBC, MSNBC, and even Fox News, you are anti-Somali.
I don't know. He low-key throwing shots at that other community. Yeah, I know what community I'm talking about.
And you should be canceled. You should have no ability to feed your family or have any type of means of income, because all of this was promised to us by God 10,000 years ago. Yes, predating the other Europeans who claim to be something that they're not. But I mean, not that I'm claiming to be something that I'm not. I am 100% Somali, and therefore, you cannot criticize me at all, or you are anti-Somalic.
Somalis are reclaiming their ancestral homeland of Minnesota, and it's making people mad.
In 1620, 102 Somalis left home in search of the promised land. They didn't land on Plymouth Rock, but the rock landed on them. Thanks to local indigenous people, we survived our first winter. Somalis are the fabric of this nation. Okay.
And while it's not inherently anti-Somaliitic to criticize Minnesota, we should recognize Minnesota is the only democracy in the Middle West.
I don't know if this motherfucker's trolling or trying to speak facts aside with the Somali people.
Somalis are reclaiming their ancestral homeland.
So Somalians are giving Minnesota the Israel treatment. Saying it's promised them 3,000 years ago. They're trolling so hard. Oh man, this is so good. Look at me. I am the mayor of Minneapolis now. It was promised them 3,000 years ago.
Yo, I think they trolling.
Brothers, behold it. The white land of the north. Snow everywhere. But look, the skyline, just like on the old drawings. 3 centuries our elders taught, behold. This is Minnesomalia. 3 centuries.
Minnesomalia.
Past, it was promised to us. On these horses through the snow, we have found our land at last. It belongs to us now.
North was frozen, empty, unforgiving. But 3 centuries ago, our mothers and fathers followed a promise across the ocean. Somali hands opening a new map. Somali hearts reading the sky. Here, they found a land of rivers and stars. They named it the way the wind whispered, Minnesota. And
nobody told me Somalis were this funny. Like, where have you guys been my whole life? God level, top tier trolling. 10 out of 10, no.
Yeah, I think they trolling. I think Somalians are trolling with all that. But let me know what you think in the comments about that, yo. You know your reactions. Ah, man. That's why I'm gonna say this. If you're a Somali American and you was born on this soil, then cool. But if you ain't a citizen, it is what it is. Trump got like what? He still got just under 4 more years to go. But then again, really, he got just over 3 more years to go. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is.